Now here the equation of motion due to gravity. In the so far in the previous examples we have found the object moves, or a car or cycle, anything moves from left to right or from right to left, okay, on the ground. Now when we say gravity, which means we throw an object from the bottom, or when we throw an object, or when an object falls from the top. Okay. Now in both these cases we should not be using the term distance. Okay. So when we use the term when the gravity term comes into picture, now for downward motion, acceleration, instead of acceleration we have to use the term g, that is plus g. So when we use the formula v is equal to u plus at, instead of at we have to use the term gt. Okay, acceleration a is replaced by g. Okay, now s is equal to ut plus half at square is the formula which we have seen previously. Instead of that we have to use the term h. Okay, because the object does not travel from one place to another, but it remains the same place. But only thing is height factor is taken into consideration. Only thing is either the object moves down or goes up. So for object moving down we use the formula h is equal to ut plus half gt square. Instead of a we are using g. Then v square minus u square is equal to 2gh. For upward motion, when we throw an object upward, then a is equal to minus g. Okay, why we are getting minus g is the acceleration is negative. Okay, when the object moves up, acceleration is negative. We use the formula v is equal to, instead of u plus at, in the place of a, when we replace it by minus g, we get u minus gt. h is equal to ut minus half gt square. V square minus u square is equal to minus 2gh. A tower is 90 meters in height. An apple is dropped from the top of the tower. At the same time, orange is projected upwards from the foot of the tower. Both the fruits must meet at a height of 30 meters. Find the velocity with which the orange is projected upwards. Okay, we will try to visualize it. Okay, now this is the tower which is 90 meters in height. We have an apple is thrown downwards, and we have orange which is thrown upwards. Okay, this apple which is thrown downwards moves 60 meters. Okay, this orange which is thrown upwards moves 30 meters. The problem that is given here is at the 30 meter height, both the orange and the apple meet at 30 meter height. Okay, now the question that is asked is at what velocity the orange is thrown upwards. That is the question that is asked in this question. Now here we take apple as 1 and orange as 2, and the distance covered by the apple as h1 and not s1. s1 is wrong. Okay, s1 should not be used. Similarly we have to use h2, not s2. Just for making clarification, I have just written the word s2 because s2 comes only when object moves from here left to right. Okay, left to right on the floor. When it comes to gravity, s should not come. Okay, now h2 is equal to, that is orange. Okay, orange when it is thrown, h2 is equal to ut plus half gt square. Okay, now the distance travelled by the orange is 30. Now it is equal to ut plus ut2t plus half g. Instead of a we are using minus g. We are using minus g because it is an upward motion. Okay, then we have to find the t in order to find u2. Okay, for u2 actually for u2 30 is equal to u2t plus half minus gt square. So we have to, our objective is to find u2. So in order to find u2, the one unknown is there, that is t, which we are going to find here using this apple. Okay, this h1 is u1t plus half gt square. Now this h1, what is the height traveled by the apple? 60 meters. Okay, 60 meters. Now u1 we are putting 0. Why? Because at the start, before the apple is dropped, the initial velocity of the apple is 0. So we are putting 0. Now substituting, we get t is equal to 3.49 seconds. So at 3.49 seconds, the apple reaches 60 meters from the top and the orange reaches 30 meters from the bottom at 3.49 seconds. So what is the velocity with which the orange is thrown? The velocity with which the orange is thrown is, we are substituting this t here in this equation, and finally we get u2 is equal to 25.73 meters per second. Okay, if we throw the orange at 25.73 meters per second velocity, the apple and orange will meet at 30 meters height. Okay, at time 3.49 seconds.